Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, your Florida electrician. You remember me talking about these EcoFlow 400 watt portable solar panels? Well, I have wire temporarily running along the ground into the living room, which is of course temporary. Today I'm gonna try to dig in as much as I can, some 1-inch conduit, starting from out here behind the panels and running it to underneath my deck and then underneath the house. Underneath stuff like that, it doesn't have to be buried because it's protected by the deck and the house and so on. Into the laundry room, which is considered a non-livable space. So I'll be able to connect everything over there. But today I got to start digging. Sorry guys, that's it for the trench for today. My back is really screaming. Took a good part of the day, but in all fairness, I was tending bonfire on the other side of the house as well, so I'd come and dig for 5 minutes and sit for 10 probably. Okay, so my trench is 18 inches deep, and it's going to run all the way along from where the solar panels, the temporary solar panels, are till where my porch is, and then it's going to come up and go to grade underneath the porch and into the laundry room. I want to get the pipe in today because if it rains, I don't want this all to settle, the sand and stuff. So it was a pain to dig it. My back was killing me. Yeah, I mean, this is only about 30 feet, maybe. We'll find out when we lay the pipe in there. All right, let me show you a trick. All right, what I want to show you here is, I believe I already showed you, instead I keep using a tape measure, I measured from here to here, and that's 20 inches. So if I put that in here and it's level with grade or pretty close to it, we got 20 inches. Only needs to be 18, but the pipe is an inch and then whatever. So if we need to take more out, we can take a little bit more out. I mean, this is just really sandy stuff, which probably fell in anyway. And then you might have a deep spot. Well, what you can do, so I gotta get some of these sticks out of here. What you can do when you want to get your finished grade, you can drag your shovel. There's still sticks on the side I need to cut. You can drag your shovel and try to make it as flat as possible. You don't want the ditch to go up and down, because what's going to happen is you'll have a down spot, and then that's where you'll end up putting a connector from one pipe to another, or a connection. And then when you pack it down, because it has room where it's lower, that's right where the connection will probably be. Murphy's Law. It'll snap the connection. So you want to make this as flat as possible, or as even as possible on the bottom, just to get any low spots or high spots out. Good morning. Those of you that have never worked with PVC conduit, if you want to run a pipe maybe to your shed or out in the middle of the yard for a water fountain or an outlet or whatever the case may be, it's fairly straightforward. You need to dig a ditch. Got a video on that, and you need the material and a little bit of know-how. Anyway, what I'm doing is I'm digging in I don't know, 60 feet, 70 feet of conduit for a couple solar panels I have outside that are portable. I need to run my PVC wire through there. I'm sorry, my PV wire through there, and keep it protected from any animals chewing on it or whatever. And it's going to go underneath the house, into my laundry room, into a battery backup system. Anyway, what I chosen for this, because I was going to run 4 number 10s, I wanted something plenty big enough, so I got some 1-inch PVC schedule 40. Okay, there's more than 40 feet. I got more on the deck, and a couple 90s for coming up out of the ground on each side, and a couple 45s. I mean, why would I need the 45s? At one point, I need to come up out of the ditch. Go a little bit, and then go straight onto the ground underneath the deck. Once it's underneath the house, it's considered protected. You can't dig it up or anything. Some PVC glue, and I don't have any couplings. I may have some. I don't think I'll need them if I keep everything, if I use the bell ends. Tape measure, PVC cutters, and channel locks, probably for opening your glue. Some gloves, boots, pants, shirt. Yeah, let me show you how I'm going to lay this out. Okay, I'm going to just start at this side and pipe my way that way, because eventually I'm going to go underneath the house and connect to the pipe that goes underneath the porch. So I want to start here, but the first thing I need is a 90 in my height, how high I want it to come out of the ground. And I do want it to come out probably a foot. I want to make sure that I can see it later in case the land floods. I hope it doesn't get over a foot. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to connect my 90. I want to use the bell end. This is the bell end on any piece of pipe. The other side has a bell end too. Some of these you can buy without the bell end. But yeah, I want the bell end. I want to put this, because I'm going to work that way. So I want to connect. This can looks like hell, but the stuff inside is like brand new. The can must have got wet. Anyway, you can take a towel or take your hand and clean the end off. And put plenty of glue on here on the outside. And you can put some more glue on the inside of your bell end. And then take them, put it all the way together, and give it at least a quarter turn. You want to make sure it goes in all the way and gets nice and snug. That's going to go in here. I don't want to stick it in there yet because this is open. I do want to start connecting pieces of pipe to it, however. So what you want to do is you want to start laying out some of your pipe. You want to get full sticks. Put the bell end towards where there's no bell end. So put all the bell ends together. I'm going to put one here. Put one here. Now, if the pipe is, if the trench is open, you don't have anything you had to go under, a really thick root or something you couldn't cut, you can start sticking the pipe together and then drop it in the hole when you're ready. I do have my PVC wire, my PV wire going over the trench. So it's not really in the way. I guess I could just move it. Or I just want to be aware that if there's something in the way, I want to make sure my pipe is in the trench and then connect it underneath whatever the obstacle is, not over, because then I got to cut it and then you got to add another little connector. But I'm in pretty good shape. I'm just going to go ahead and connect these real quick. Glue it, stick it in there. I already ran through and leveled it, made sure it's 18 inches. And yeah, off we go. Gonna start here. Same thing as before. Clean the end. Put some in the bell end. Make sure you give it that twist. Okay. Okay, I'm at the point now where I could drop this in the trench, and I can't put another full 10-foot stick there. So I kind of want to keep that other end, the far end, out of the ground. I don't want to stick it in there and then start moving the pipe around, because it's going to fill up with dirt. So here's a solution for that. Take your shovel or another piece of conduit, put it over the trench so the unfinished end does not fall in. This is actually the best part and the easiest part. It's pretty funny, all this work for a few seconds of putting pipe in the ground. So what you can do if you want to, see, here's a connection here and there's no low spot, so we're good. You can start putting some of this back, and the reason is it'll hold it down. It's going to try to pop out of the trench a little bit. See, like here, it's just trying to spring out of there. So if you want to hold it down, you can put some dirt on it, but not the whole trench yet, just some. Keep the pipe behaving. We're going to work over there next, and I'm going to come back and fix this. But I do want this to be nice and straight. So I can put some of the dirt back here too. Because if I turn it, the pipe over there, it's going to turn this here, and then it's not going to be straight. I do want to be mindful of down here when I'm working with the pipe over there. I want to watch this end, make sure it's not getting all gnarly. Pretty hard to fix once you get it in there. Can't twist it no more. And try to avoid putting big rocks back if you can help it. All right, so that looks pretty straight. For those of you that have been following the channel, know I bought an EcoFlow Delta Pro Ultra battery backup system with solar, and that's the reason why I'm doing this. The solar part, I set it up temporarily because they're temporary panels, but I do want to run the wires into my into my laundry room, where I can set up my battery backup system more permanently and not have to worry about catching the house on fire. So I want my PV wires in pipe under the house and go directly into my laundry room. So, but as you can see, this pipe, this little piece left over from over there, it's going to be too long. So I need to guesstimate. I want to put my 45 somewhere in here and figure out how much it's going to take for it to come out, how far back it has to be for it to come out of the ground and go up into maybe right here. That would be all right for me. So yeah, let's do that. Let's see. So I'm going to put this piece on the ground for now, just the way it is, very carefully. Actually, I can stick a 90 in there, but dirt probably fall in. So I do want to figure out this stub up first. So I'm going to have to cut another piece of pipe, roughly. So my friends, you know, moving these camera around and doing video and stuff adds a lot of time to making the video. I could get this done in no time if I wasn't recording everything. Just a little bit of love, man. Do a like, subscribe, or whatever. Most people that come to my channel just come to find my answers and then they leave. Anyway, a little bit of love. So I am going to cut a piece of this. I'm going to guesstimate how much I need for a rise out of the ground. So I can stick this like this. I got to watch out where I put my arms. There's some nasty bugs here, man. All right, and this gets me into there. So yellow jacket. I'm looking at about 18 inches. Okay, let's try again. My phone was in the sun, and of course it kicked out. So I put a little tape on the end of this because I don't have a cap, but I want to make it so it's in here like that, and hopefully you can see down in there. I'm trying to figure out where I need to cut this. Actually, I don't think I have to. I can put it just like, yeah, that would actually be pretty perfect right there. I can prop that up there, a little dirt under it. Yeah, that'd be pretty perfect right there. So I'm actually going to build that in place just the way that is. Okay, remember I was jarring about I needed a coupling. I was able to find a whole bunch. I had my own company before for 10 years, so yeah, I have material all over the place. It's just finding it. So I have the coupling there. I'm going to need to put one down here in this spot. Same thing with the coupling. Glue on the inside and then around the outside of your other piece of pipe. Stick it on, give it a little twisty tweet. If it'll go on. Okay, there we go. And then later, I gotta make sure I have a fish tape. Okay, do you remember this piece of pipe here when we got propped up? Well, we can cut that one now. I mean, we can connect it and cut it. That one I don't need a measurement on. Let's take it out of the hole. All right, we can connect that one. You can see it. And it's going to overlap that one for now, which is totally okay. So trying not to cave into my trench. Remember, glue on the inside, glue on the outside. This looks clean, it hasn't been getting dirty. Okay, I'm going to connect it and give it a little twist. And you have about, I want to say 10 or 15 seconds before that starts hardening up. So you want to make sure you don't waste a lot of time and you get it positioned right before you're done. Okay, get the shovel out of here. So I'm going to drop this in here. Yep, the bees are not used to seeing me out here, so yeah, they're wondering what the heck's going on. So they're all up in my grill. Okay, so we can see how much overlap we have here. All right, might be some dirt getting in the end of that one. That's okay. That one's going to be cut off. But I still have some play with this one in and out. So I don't want to push it all the way where I can't move it in. But I want to leave enough. It's going to be above the ground right there. So yeah, we can cut it right here. See how they line up? I'll be able to move it. So I'm going to cut it right here. Oh, thank you for the PVC cutters, Marty. God bless you, man. Got those cutters from my old boss, who passed away, sadly. Okay. And then, that in here. And the same thing, get it in there as much as you can. Put a piece of pipe under so it's up off the ground. And it's got the tape on the end. And that's it. I can go ahead and start burying this thing. And I'm going to do some work under the house. Another 20 feet maybe. All right, I'm going to make this quick because the phone keeps blinking out because of the heat. Anyway, last thing for this, I said about a foot out of the ground. It's about a foot. Rail adapter, bushing. That's for when I eventually get around to pulling the wires through. I don't want to, or when the wires do come through, I don't want them to get scraped up. Just going to put a little glue on there, like we did everything else. Little glue, little glue. Put it on. And, you know, that looks like an invitation for water, right? Well, it is. So, we're going to put some tape over that too, until I pull the wires through. Oh, this stuff is so strong. Yep. So that's good for now, until I'm ready to pull those PV wires. And the wires that I'm going to pull are the ones right there. These ones. I'm going to pull 2 sets of those so I can parallel some solar. And I'm probably going to have some solar out here. Different type of solar eventually, so I want to make it more permanent.